Okay. All right. Uh, just to let you know, guys, the recording has started. So this session is now recorded. Okay. So, guys, as per the topic of discussion, we would be discussing the next part. Let me go ahead and share my screen first. Hmm. I hope my screen is visible. You all can see my screen.
Yep, we can see.
Okay. So, guys, we covered so far business analyst fundamentals, basics, project and product lifecycle, software development lifecycle, and of course, the software testing lifecycle. Today, we're going to be covering different environments, as in local host environment, development environment, testing environment, product environment, and you can also say production environment or product environment, and then of course the live environment. Okay. So before I, give you the insight, before I let you know what exactly this is all about, guys, from your perspective and understanding, what do you think these environments are? And why there are different environments? Why not one environment? Yes, guys.
These environments are for the total development software development cycle. Like developers can test their codes, write their codes on a local host, and designer can design or do the things in development environment or a different environment, and testers can test it in a testing environment. And they and the product team can show the client on the product or staging environment. So that these are very essential, because if someone has created these environments, so there must be these environments play a major role, because if any designer is changing the UI UX of that software, or of the website, whatever they are building, and at the same time simultaneously developer is writing some codes, so these things can conflict each other, and whole program can go to fail, or it can impact and affect both of uh, the environments. So that's why there are different separate fields, separate battlefield, you can say, or environments, where they write, they test, they design, they stage the product, so that whatever the update or anything is going on, it does not impact the other one, whatever is in process, in layman's language.
Okay. Absolutely, absolutely. Anybody else who would like to give us their insight? Yes, yes. Anybody else? Yes, guys. Anybody else who would like to give us their insight onto different environments, especially the people who are giving interviews? Rohit, would you like to let us know your insight? Deesh, Chandranshu. Yes, guys. Guys, you all can hear me loud and clear, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So, Rohit bhai, can you hear me? Rohit, okay. I guess they are not able to hear
Hello.
me. Hello.
Hello, Rohit bhai, can you hear me?
Yes, 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 Rohit bhai. How are you?
जी बढ़िया हूँ, आप बताइए ना।
All good, all good. Rohit bhai, I would really appreciate कि आप if you can give us a bit insight about different environments, and where exactly is the business analyst role comes in when we talk about the environment and why different environments.
So we just do, in the environment where we can, the test the things feature and require the every feature one by one. We do the regression, the testing in the different environment, so we can get, the check the every features working clearly or not, right? So that is the regression actually we are regression test for regression packs actually we are doing. And if we talk about the the deployment, so once we do the after the release notes, we do the UAT testing, user acceptance testing. So we do the the testing as well for UAT one by one, so we can the check the uh, every feature before to deployment to the the on it's on website or live environment actually.
Hmm. So why do we need different environments? Why not one environment and we all can work together? जैसे कि हम जीरा पे या साना पे या ट्रेलो पे या रेमेडी पे we have a single Kanban board and we all do it together.
Yeah,
Why not single
we
environment?
need to we need to do on the different the devices, because हम लोग क्या करते हैं, कोई मोबाइल पे चलाता है, कोई मोजिला फायरफॉक्स यूज़ करता है, कोई क्रोम पे चलाता है, तो हम लोग इसलिए डिफरेंट डिफरेंट डिवाइसेस या डिफरेंट डिफरेंट पोर्टल पर हम लोग इसको यूज करके देखते हैं कि कहीं कोई इशू तो नहीं आ रहा है, इसलिए हम यूज करते हैं उसको.
Hmm. ठीक है, ठीक है. Thank you so much, Rohit bhai. That is absolutely correct. But yeah, to some extent, there is absolutely more to it. Okay. Let me tell you guys. I mean, whosoever is mentioned, that is absolutely right, guys. You were right. But problem, not the problem. The main uh, business case that happens, why do we need different environments, is because we follow agile. Okay. Up agile हो या waterfall हो, of course we have a different environments, but especially in agile, what happens is that we are doing cyclic, periodic, and iterative delivery. क्या होती है वो delivery? Delivery means maybe 2 weeks basis, 4 weeks basis, or 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months basis. We are sending or we are achieving the milestones or we are giving the deliveries to the client in terms of sprints or epics. अब होता क्या है कि when we are in agile, we have to follow a particular sequence. What is that sequence? The sequence is design, development, testing, and deployment. So if we can check it over here, this is the design, development, testing, and then deployment. That is in production and live. In the same way, we have local host environment, development environment, testing environment, and production and live environment, wherein the different types of users, okay, according to their roles and activities, according to their key responsibility area, these people work on it so that they can achieve the success of the sprint. So they can start design, development, testing, deployment accordingly. Okay, so we need different environments like local host, development, testing, production, and live. ये environments होते क्या हैं? What is this environment? This environment means कि let's say, well, let's go here. ठीक है? Let's put Google. ठीक है? So it's here. So Google India. So this is URL. ठीक है? This is the live environment. Why live environment? Because I am using it in the open source or in the public platform. Okay, I as a customer. I am using it. So it becomes the live and production environment. If I am doing some sort of, probably database, DevOps, and development, so it would, let's say, it would more be over here. It would, the URL would look like localhost, wherein only the developers, testers, designers, they can perform the, backend database code writing. Okay, they can create the database. Then once the backend database is created, then in it goes to the dev environment, dev dot this, wherein the developers, the designers, okay, they are designing the and developing the UI UX and creating the front end, which is the user interface and user experience, so that front end and back end can be integrated, can be synchronized, so that whatever that I am performing an activity or action, it is giving me a rightful behavior. Okay, supposedly, this is Google. Okay, this is the UI UX. I am writing, okay, uh, BOI. So it is giving me all those options which is related to BOI that I have used as preference. So if I click on it, it gives me a different interface. So this is that front end. When I am actioning, it is giving me a backend behavior, which is the reaction, which is the acceptance criteria. So that's where the development environment, or that's where the development comes into the picture, wherein we integrate. Okay. Then comes the test, which is like this test, or let's say QA dot. So over here, our testers, our business analyst, our automation testers, manual testers, we all test that whatever that has been designed and developed from local host and development environment, we need to test it. We need to manual test it. We need to automation test it. We need to find n number of bugs so that we can make sure that when we are doing, or when client is doing the user acceptance testing in the production environment, they should not find any sort of bug or issue or any flaw. So we are just testing it along with BAs and QAs. Then comes, okay, we have done the sprint successful. Now it is the client, which is the UAT environment, UAT dot, or you can say production dot, or sometimes it is pre-prod production, or sometimes it is stage dot. ठीक है, इस तरीके के environments होते हैं wherein not only we are doing the sprint demo in the stage environment or production environment, but also the client is asking for the credentials so that they can perform the user acceptance testing in their own time with their dummy users, so that they can also find n number of bugs if possible, so that even client wants to ensure that uh, before it goes to the live, they also want to make sure that it is working as per the expectations and as per the acceptance criteria that has been shared with the Scrum team. Okay, and then once they are sure, then they say, कि, ठीक है, Mr. or Miss Business Analyst, please go ahead and start the migration. तो फिर हम उसको live में करते हैं, wherein we perform this, we can use it in the live environment. ठीक है, ओवरऑल में यही है. ठीक है. However, there is one point which I need to discuss. However, it will be discussed later on as well. But I asked this question कि BA का role where it starts. So it starts in test environment, in production environment, as well as in live environment. यहाँ पे it is all the backend team, technical team, developers, designers, database, DBAs, all those people who creates the backend and front end and synchronize it, and then we start the testing. Okay. Now the important question is, what are the two different phases of user acceptance testing, or exactly what is user acceptance testing? Okay. So, Anji, Rohit bhai, can you give us some light on what is user acceptance testing? Rohit bhai, can you hear me?
Yes, bhai. Just hold on. So, first of all, we do the unit testing, and it would be the done by the development team, and then we start the UAT testing before the release notes. Then, first of all, we take one feature, then we check to the suppose if you have any login option something, so if you click the button it's working or not. If you put click then move to the next page, it's working or not, something like that, right? So we have to check one feature, then another feature and another feature. So we have to check one by one, and then we do the UAT testing. That is the user acceptance testing we do, one feature
Yeah.
by
So
feature. So
what
that is
happens
the
in user acceptance testing?
कि भाई हमारे फीचर्स काम कर रहे हैं नहीं कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे हैं एक्चुअली में, जो
वो
भी
तो
हम
Rohit bhai, you are doing it in the functional testing and regression testing and sometimes system integration testing.
This may be from the perspective of a user, like whether if someone is trying to log in, if like he's putting email address and password or whatever the user credentials are, they are working
देखो,
fine or like or not.
yes, Jitendra, absolutely. This is what it is from the user perspective. In fact, the user himself or herself. ठीक है? हाँ जी, Chandrayanshu, please tell me.
Rohit bhai, as much as I understand about the user acceptance, it is nothing just like a scenario where client give us a situation or the thing client जो भी चाहता है जैसे कि मेरे वेबसाइट में क्लाइंट जब भी कोई यूजर लॉग इन करे तो उसे एक पॉपअप मिले 1 मिनट बाद और वो रीडायरेक्ट कर दे किसी और चीज पे या कोई सेलिंग कंपनी है उनको कुछ सेल करना है या कुछ ऑफर चल रहा है करंट सिनेरियो चल रहा है तो उनके रिक्वायरमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग हमने वो वेबसाइट क्रिएट कर पाए हैं या नहीं और वो जो जैसा चाह रहे हैं वैसा उनको उसमें मिल पा रहा है या नहीं यूजर एक्सेप्टेंस क्राइटेरिया तो यही होता है कि उनको जब वो किसी एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे क्लिक कर रहे हैं उसके बाद उनको क्या ओपन हो रहा है उन्होंने क्या मेंशन किया यही सब चीजें होती हैं कि अकॉर्डिंग टू उनके प्लान के अकॉर्डिंग हमने क्या क्या उसमें डेवलप किया है और उसका रिजल्ट क्या क्या आ रहा है यही रहता है
तो
यूजर
वही रिजल्ट आ रहा है. Who is going to check in user acceptance testing that it is giving the rightful behavior that is being expected from the client side? So who is performing the testing?
accepting should be like in the initial phase business analyst can check it.
आपकी आवाज कट रही है, चंद्रांशु.
Manual tester.
हाँ जी, लखन भाई.
Rohit, as per my understanding, UAD is for the end user, right? Who make sure that the product is workable and does not have any issues. And if they pass the product, then it goes for the deployment.
ठीक है. Yes, Lakhan, Rohit, Jitendra, Chandrayanshu, you all are right, but of course there is more to it. देखो, during the interview as well, I mean, I had this, conversation with, of course, the interviewer, and they also mentioned that how come you are performing the user acceptance testing? Okay, I said, as a business analyst, we are also involved in the UAT. So there was a contradiction. ठीक है, इसीलिए मैंने इस पॉइंट को बोला कि as a business analyst, I said कि I'm also involved in the UAT, but the major point which covers in acceptance testing कि as a BA, as a Scrum team, my work is done. I am DOD, definition of done. मैंने अपनी तरफ से सब कुछ कर दिया है. It is now client who is doing the user acceptance testing. But then I rephrased myself. I said कि when we are definition of done, when we are our sprint is ready for the deployment, Then we perform the UAT from the perspective of sprint demo, from the perspective of stage environment, wherein we show it to the client that this is exactly how it will look like in the live environment. So there is 2 points to it. User acceptance testing is being performed once the sprint is done, and we are showing it to the client in the sprint demo or epic release. Okay, probably monthly, probably 2 month, probably quarterly. So we're showing it to the client that Mr. Client or Ms. Client, this is exactly how you should be using it. You click on this button, you click on React, and it will give you these options. You click on Raise, it will give you this option. So this is the rightful behavior. Client says, take care, okay, good to go. I am satisfied with the design, development, testing. And now before the deployment, do one thing, create 50 username and password, like 50 username, stage environment username and password, so that I can log in. I can log in here in the stage environment, and I can use these features and these functionalities from my own perspective. So we provide them from the admin portal. We give them 50 username and password for the stage environment, for the production environment. And client says ki we would need 1 week's time. Let's say 2 weeks. Sorry, 2 weeks time. Okay. Then client, they are checking it. Maybe smoke testing, maybe white box testing, maybe manual testing, automation testing, maybe black box testing accordingly. And they are also looking that, okay, this is the button, what should it do? This is the icon, this is the Google search. I'm feeling lucky, all these things. I mean, languages, everything, these further options. Okay. So they are testing it from their side. So this is known as user acceptance testing. Once client says, okay, Scrum team, this is good to go. We have tested, we have found all the bugs. You have already identified, verified, validated, and resolved all the bugs. Now it is good to go. Now let's go to live environment. So then we do the live migration. Okay. This is why exactly we need different environments, wherein local host, yani ki developers, database, administrators, they all write the code, test the code in their personal machines, and make sure that they have validated before pushing it on the changes. If any change come into the picture, they create the backend database. Then it goes to the dev environment, wherein developers, designers, they integrate the front end with the back end. They refine the code as per the new changes or the enhancements, and they perform the unit testing. Okay. Then once the development environment is done, once developer says ki, "ठीक है, it's good to go," then it moves to the QA environment. In the QA environment, BAs and QAs, manual testers and automation testers, we all create the documentation, test case documentation, functional testing, regression packs, regression testing, release notes accordingly, and then we start the manual and automation testing to find a number of bugs. I mean, the incentive for a QA is to find a number of bugs so that the developers and business analysts can fix it. So BAs along with QAs, we perform the manual testing so that functional regression, all these testing, we can find a number of bugs to get it resolved. Because we do not want that client during the sprint demo and UAT find a number of bugs. We want to make sure that it is clean and clear, it is flawless, seamless, and it is absolutely bugless. So we perform it, and then we do the sprint demo or user acceptance testing, and then we put it on the live. And the reason why there are different people in different environments, and we have different environments, because अगर एक ही environment होगा तो same day पे, क्योंकि we are agile. So agile means I am working on one same feature is being local hosted, developed, tested. So I am testing it. Let's say ki as per the feature, this should I mean increase the size, and this should decrease the size. Okay. But in the local host, the database or DBS, they are working on something and now it is not working. तो मैं बोलूंगा यार अभी तो ये चल रहा था, अभी नहीं चल रहा. Same time पे development, they have changed the UI. ठीक है, user interface. Instead of this, it should be a name. ठीक है, minus or plus. So they have changed it. So again, it is a bug. So I'll start, creating a bug report even when I haven't even submitted it. Now it is working fine. So I get confused. It will create a lot of chaos. It is working, it is not working. Same time pay production environment where client is doing UAT and client is calling the customer service and tech support every then and there कि this button is not working. Now it is working fine. So customer service वाले भी परेशान रहेंगे. Same time पे live environment में if we have developed and deployed it, then live customer will also call the client's customer care number, and in a way the client will call our customer care number. So it'll create a huge chaos. That is why we have different environments so that they are independent with each other. I am doing something in localhost, it will be only available in localhost. It will only get changed in localhost. So does in development, so does in testing. तो यहाँ पे जो भी हो रहा है, it will not affect in test, production or live environment. ठीक है? Henceforth, so these are the different environments. This is why we have different environments, and this is where a business analyst works onto it. Okay, guys, any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues as of now? Okay, so I guess I've already explained Prakar's question. Yes, guys, किसी को कोई doubt? I hope now you are clear why and where as a business analyst we have different environments and what do we do it in. ठीक है? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, Rohit.
Yes, all good.
ठीक है. Then comes, of course, we have different teams. ठीक है. Point is, as a business analyst, I'm also connected with my local host environment for any changes or refining in development environment for any enhancement or for the UI UX in test, in production and in live environment. I am already involved. Okay. Similarly, as a business analyst or as a product team member, I'm also involved in development team, quality team, production team, UI UX team, DevOps team, and business analysis team. Or this is also included in production team. Okay. So there's a development team, which is of course included in the engineer, which includes engineers, developers. Okay. From the tech stacks perspective. Take it. Then, of course, the QA team for manual and automation testing. In production team, which is the senior management like CTO, CEO, product owners, program managers, accounts managers, solution architects, okay, who works on business goal, project goals, sprint goals, epic goals, release goals accordingly. Okay. Then comes the UI UX team who is close-ended with the developers and business analysts in terms of any changes for the UI UX in web as well as mobile application. Then of course the DevOps team, security team, and business analysis team, which we are. Okay. So you need to be the part of each and every team so that you can provide and circulate, and the circulation of all the updates within all the stakeholders should happen in an effective and efficient way. ऐसा थोड़ी ना यार कि you get an update कि you have to change this UI UX by the end of this week and you did not update, you did not document, you did not create a user story or change request user story, you did not escalate, you did not approve, and so on. And by the end, when client is asking, where is that change? And you have no words on it. Okay? Because believe me, guys, being a business analyst is a profile wherein for each and every update, internal and external stakeholder, client, company, and Scrum team, they'll ask you, okay, they'll grab your collar and they'll say, "Okay, what is happening with, with this project? Why there is a delay? Why there is a gap? Why this change was not updated? And why this enhancement was not cascaded?" I've been to that scenarios and situations, so I am letting you know. So it's very simple. Yeah, you have the update. You just make sure that you have worked on it, escalated it, followed the hierarchical protocol, and just wait for the approval. And once you have the approval, you start working on it. As simple as it is. Okay. Then comes, of course, there are, believe me, lots and lots of roles and responsibilities, but this is what I have consolidated: requirement gathering, backlog management, facilitation, support testing, and continuous improvement. Okay. Roles and responsibilities of a business analyst revolves around different teams, revolves around different environments, revolves around different life cycle, whether it is project, product, software development, software testing lifecycle, whether it is local host development, testing, production, and live environment, or whether it is different teams. So being a business analyst, you are involved in all the life cycle, in all the environments, in all the different teams. Okay. You need to ensure that requirement gathering process is a good requirement gathering. Okay. It is a smart requirement gathering wherein whatever that you are doing in requirement gathering, it should be specific, measurable, accountable, reliable, and traceable. Okay. It doesn't mean you are asking questions. I have to discuss about let's say Adobe or Google as a product, and I'm discussing Wikipedia or any other tool. So it should be specific. It should be as per the agenda of the meeting. Measurable. You need to make sure that you have the effort estimation, you have the, you know, time estimation so that you can measure it that by this time or before this time you have to complete it. Okay, it should be accountable. You should know that BA is accountable for this, developer is accountable for this, designer, tester, whosoever is accountable for this, you are aware. Reliable. The information, the RFI and RFP that is happening, the to and fro communication, the probing and rebuttal that is happening, it should be reliable. ऐसा नहीं है कि client said कि it should look like an icon and I am documenting that it should look like a word, that plus and minus. Okay, no. The information should be reliable. Whatever that has been discussed in requirement gathering, as it is, the document would be updated. And of course, then finally incorporated, which means approved. Okay, and then traceable. Yes, you can trace it via project management tool, via spreadsheets, Google Sheets, via Confluence, Jira, anything. So that the tracing means कि भाई I've created a plan. Day 1, 5 tickets. Day 2, 3 tickets. Day 3, 10 tickets. Day 4, 20 tickets. So these day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, I have documented somewhere. That is the sprint plan. Or let's say that is a project plan. So I am adhering to it. I am following it. So I am able to trace it. Day 1 may, if I have to perform 3 tickets, so what is happening with these 3 tickets? Who is working on it? Who is not working on it? What is the update? What is the information? What is the RFI? What is the proposal? So I'll make sure that I have all the details. So that is why we have to ensure that the requirement gathering and analysis should be a smart and good one, wherein we collaborate with stakeholders in order to understand business needs. Stakeholder needs इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल जो रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग मीटिंग होती है wherein it's not only a business analyst, maybe sometimes, but most of the times, product owner, dev lead, quality lead, solution architect, business analyst, we all are part of this internal stakeholder team. An external stakeholder, which means the client and their panel. So we all connect and interact for the same agenda of the meeting, wherein we make sure that we have understood what is the business need, what is the business case, what is the remedy that we can provide, what is the proposal that we can provide, so that we can match and we can come on mutual grounds with the client in terms of business requirement. And then, of course, we convert those requirements into a user story documentation with clear-cut acceptance criteria, or it could be a functional requirement document or system requirement document. Then once the requirement gathering is done, we create the backlog management. ठीक है? क्या होती है? What is backlog management? ठीक है? Or let's say, to be precise, what is product backlog management? Can anybody answer me this question? Anji. What is product backlog management, or what is product backlog? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe anyone. Especially the people who are giving interviews.
Product product backlog is a set of applicants user stories.
Sorry. Once again, Avinash.
मैं कह रहा था सर प्रोडक्ट बैकलॉग जो होता है वो एपिक थीम और यूजर स्टोरी का सेट होता है उसमें. हेलो, कैन यू हियर मी सर?
एपिक को हाँ, I can hear you. एपिक को यूजर स्टोरी का सेट नहीं भाई.
वही तो होता है प्रोडक्ट बैकलॉग सर.
Hello, sir.
हाँ जी आस्था.
Yes. Product backlog is, I mean, we prioritize and make the list of features or whatever technical fixes, bug fixes, or task we are going to do or perform when we're going to develop the product in order to enhance it.
So this may be referred to like if there is some product, like some software which is going to be delivered or deployed, right? So if someone is like having some task, like developer or anyone else in the team who is having their task pending, right? So we'll prioritize those parts and we'll try to finish all the things uh, before end of the or you can say before the delivery, and we'll again we'll be doing all the testing and then the
Might be this is related to something with UAT testing, like at the time when the client is checking their product, and at that time they got any backlogs with the buttons or switches which are not performing at that time. So I think this is with that thing UAT.
not exactly UAT, but there may be anything
पहले
else,
सर
also, right?
The UAT से तो it has okay ठीक है. All right, guys. Let
So
me
product
give you
backlog
the
also we also make sure that the product we're developing, it aligns with the product we have imagined, we have made the roadmap of, and make sure it also delivers the maximum value, maximum results. I guess it's a management.
सर
guys. आप
प्रोडक्ट
थोड़ा ना guys, you
प्रोडक्ट
have gone a little bit ahead or deviated from the topic. ठीक है. Let me tell you, product backlog or backlog management and prioritization means, which is the next step, which is the next role of a business analyst once the requirement gathering is done. Why I am doing requirement gathering? ठीक है. मेरा एक product है, which is Adobe. I have these many features. ठीक है. Let's say कि I have done all the requirement gathering with this. So now client has given me changes, enhancement, issues, customization. Okay, whatever that the expectations the client is expecting. So I have created tickets. I have created task. I have created, the actions, or I don't know if you know, to-do list. Okay, what is that to-do list or what is that tickets? So I have created like, um, uh, uh, let's say 100 tickets, 100 tickets, 100 tasks, 100 actions, 100 to-do list. When I perform 100 to-do list, then the complete Adobe Acrobat would be deployed and it would be live, provided that we have also completed and finished and resolved all clients, escalations, issues, changes, customization, or enhancement in between. So I have now 100 tickets as of now. Okay, 11th of August को I have 100 tickets. So what is product backlog or what is product backlog prioritization or what is product backlog management? ऐसा थोड़ी ना है कि भाई 100 tickets मैं एक ही दिन में कर दूंगा. ठीक है, client has given me, ठीक है, Rohit, you are the program manager. I get, and as per the estimation, you have 10 months. ठीक है, 10 month is the time. So I'll say, okay, not an issue. So I'll divide all those 100 tickets into 10 tickets with 10 months. Now, what is more a refinement? What is more prioritization? What tickets I'm going to perform on first month, second month, third month. This is what I'm doing, refinement. This is what I'm doing, management or prioritization. Not only this, with 10 tickets in a month, which first ticket or which are the 2 tickets or 3 tickets that I'm going to do first week and second week and third week and fourth week. And then accordingly, which 3 tickets out of which 3 tickets, which ticket I'm going to perform firstly in the very first week. This is known as prioritization. ठीक है, रेकी मैट्रिक्स होती है, रिक्वायरमेंट ट्रेसेबिलिटी मैट्रिक्स होती है, मॉस्को एनालिसिस होता है, इन्वेस्ट एनालिसिस होता है. Depending on the complexity, depending on the prioritization from the client side, we perform this product backlog refinement. Okay, so this is where a business analyst is, I mean, highly involved in project planning, sprint planning, okay, product backlog refinement, work breakdown structure, and creating the sprint as per the requirement gathering meeting with the client. Okay, then of course, facilitating the communication, which I've already told you, making sure that the Scrum team, the client, and the product owner, we all are, in a vicious loop for the communication and effective and efficient communication. Everything is updated. Everyone is updated. Okay, as and when required. You as a business analyst, you will be asked this question ki, bhai, kya ho raha, Rohit? What is the update? What is happening? Why a lot of bugs? Why a lot of sprint failures? Why there's a gap? Okay, why the tickets are not as per the expectations or not as per the production hours, the completion of tickets, which is DOD. Okay, so you need to make sure that the communication happens effectively and efficiently. Then, of course, support your testing as a business analyst. Yes, guys, you are required for the testing support in order to create the manual testing. I mean, perform the manual testing and user acceptance testing. Okay. So once the unit testing is being done, you start working on the manual testing, functional testing, regression testing, and then create the release notes accordingly, perform the sprint demo, and show it to the client in the live environment, in the stage of production environment, and perform the user acceptance testing. Okay. And of course, continuous improvement, which means you are entitled to be the part of retrospective, wherein whatever the areas of improvement, I mean, wherever from the high level, mid level, and low level, how you can increase it. Okay, it's not only your input, it matters with each and every Scrum team member who can provide their input so that we can have a continuous growth. This is the, output of a successful retrospective meeting is all about. A retrospective from the high perspective, mid perspective and low perspective, you give your views. ठीक है भाई, इससे improve हो सकता है हमारा. Why don't we hire 3 full stack developers for avoiding any sort of, highest priority escalations? For hot fixes, why don't we include more business analysts over here so that they can identify and verify and validate those gap analysis? We should have more manual testers and automation testers. We should not give leaves, or there should not be absenteeism when we are doing the live migration. Okay, so these sort of retrospective. So these are some of the roles, and there would be many other roles as well. Documentation is one important role of a business analyst. Customer success management is one important role of a business analyst. Take a support and maintenance is very important. I mean, integral and vital part of being a business analyst, and many more things. So you need to make sure that you are a part of each and every life cycle, each and every environment, each and every team, in order to make sure that planning, design, development, testing, deployment, and support or post-sales, it happens smooth, effective, and efficient, and you are updated with each and every phase that is being done. Okay, guys. Any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues as of now? Yes, guys.
No, Rohit, all good.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's carry on, guys. Tomorrow there would be an important session. Please be a part of it. Akash would be there. As from his perspective, you should also be learning from technical skills perspective and Salesforce perspective. Due to weekend, due to Rakhi, he was not able to take the session. So tomorrow, please make sure 3 p.m. you all are available so that you can be the part of the session. I will also be there. Okay. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rohit.
Take care. Right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care and have a great day. Stay safe and be safe. I'll share this recording in the WhatsApp group as well as in the Google Drive. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much. Take care, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.